For those who don't know, there are several ways to put lights under your car. And today, I want to test with you the new methods that were released to put lights under the car in Brookhaven. Ways that you have never seen before, and that make the car perfect. But now, I am coming back here, because if I arrive in this neighborhood, something very strange is happening. Basically, there is a competition to see who makes the best car of all. So I just arrived here, and we have 4 competitors, and also the judge, who is up here, who is actually a police officer. He said, everyone will make the best car of all, and if they lose, they will be arrested. But guys, this is bad, and it means that in each round, one of us will be arrested and will stay in these cells. And there are exactly 3 cells and 4 players, so unfortunately some of us will be arrested in Roblox. But my friend is looking here, and he said, wait, maybe you will be arrested. Look, I think that is very unlikely, but it is a possibility. And these players are looking back here, probably to say something. He said, I am going to beat you, losers. And that is what he thinks, because actually I am going to win. And to win, I will have to get into my car and start making the modifications. But I do not know if my friend will do that too. I said, are you not going to make your car? And I thought maybe he was going to make his car. He said, it is already done. And that is impressive. I did not know he had already made his car. But now, I am coming up front to modify my car. And then I will test with you the best modifications of all, including the new way to put lights under the car, which is a perfect method. But now I am coming here to the front because I need to arrive at a beautiful place to modify my car because it is going to be very important. He said, why a beautiful place? Look, it is so that I can feel inspired and make the best car possible. So now, I am going to make a beach-themed car. And the beach has many colors. It has yellow, blue, and others. So my car will be beach-themed. And he is even looking at it, and he got scared. But here on the right, I am going to grab this item, and then I am going to grab an engine. And I will place this engine here, but I am going to leave the engine color yellow because it will be beach-themed. He said, wait, when you said you were going to make a beach theme, I thought you were joking. Look, I am actually serious. But now, I am coming back here, and I am going to put a spoiler, which will be yellow. And now my friend will have to leave here, because I am going to modify the color of the car. And I left exactly this color, and now I will have to change the car's tire. And I can put this tire, which is very interesting. But I am going to choose another one, because I do not want my car to look ugly. Perfect. My car now looks very beautiful. And he said, it is very ugly. Oh my god. And guys, he is saying that my car is ugly. So unfortunately, I will have to modify my car, and really make my car more beautiful, because if my friend said that my car is ugly, it is probably true. So I am coming back here, and I am going to remove the spoiler, and now I will start making the modifications. Perfect! My car turned out like this, and it really is much more beautiful now, because it looks cooler. He said, you really have a chance to win now. So I want to see the other players, and I also want to see my friend's car. He left here, probably to get his car. But now, I am coming right here, because I want to see the players' cars. I am going to leave my car right here, and their cars are horrible. This player has a very ugly car, because everything is very weird. His engine is inside another item, and also the car sirens are misaligned because they are outside the car. And now this other car is simply the ugliest car of all. And my friend's car, even though it is very ugly, is a normal car, and it is actually quite organized. And my car is the best car of all, and I am sure that I am going to win this. But the police officer is coming up front to decide who among us is going to win. And I even want to see who will be the winner. But he arrived right here, and I cannot believe that this player is going to win. He said, you are the only one who lost. Now you are arrested. And apparently this player was the only person who lost, because his car is the ugliest car. And now he is arrested here, and his car is in this part. And guys, this is very strange. I thought the competition was about who has the best car of all, but actually the competition is a little different. It just eliminates the worst player of all. He said, get a different car this time. And apparently I will have to get another car, and my friend will also have to get another car, and so will this player. He is even leaving here, because he is going to start making his car. But actually he stayed back there, probably to say something. He said, you are going to lose, you noob. And I do not know why he said that, but he just left here, and now he is entering his secret garage, where he probably keeps his cars totally hidden. And actually I realized that all the players do that, and I had not noticed it before, but they all do that. And the police officer said, good luck, but he just left here, and entered inside. And now I will have to get another car, and my friend will do the same. He even deleted his car. And here on the right, I will delete my car too. And he said, use lights under the car this time. Look, I know I want to do that, and my friend also wants to do that, but I am going to put lights under my car as if it were a secret weapon, and I want it to be the final move to make the players really mad, and I will only do that when I really need help. But I am going to grab a car on the right, and I will make this car the most beautiful car of all. So I just grabbed this Lamborghini, and my friend arrived back here and grabbed this car. So I am coming up front to modify my car, and meanwhile he is coming up front, but he is going back here, and I did not understand why. And actually he is going into his garage, which is also a secret garage, because he wants to make his car in a way that no one sees it. But now, I am coming here, because I will have to make my Roblox car. So I just got out of the car, and I'm going to grab this spoiler on the right, and I will put it back here. But it has to be in a beautiful way. Perfect! I placed it here. And there is a person coming in my direction, who apparently is my friend. And I do not know how he already finished his car and is coming towards me, but it looks like he has already done everything. He said, I finished. My car is much better this time, and I want to see his car. But first, I am finishing my car. So I am choosing a color on the right, and it is going to be blue this time, and my car will be totally blue. And I am sure that it is going to be very beautiful. Perfect! My car is ready. And he said, put the engine. And I do not think the engine would look good on my car, but I am going to put it here, especially because my car has few items. So if I add more items, it will definitely be better. And I am going to put this engine here. And he said, put another one. We are tired of seeing this one. Okay, I am going to remove this engine, and I am going to put this other one, because maybe it will be better. And I just made the engine blue, and that is pretty interesting. And my car is not that ugly. My friend said, this car is horrible. I doubt it will win. And he is saying that my car is ugly, so I will have to make some modifications. I am going to leave the car this color, and I am going to change the tire. Perfect! Now I think it looks more beautiful. And my friend said, it would be better if it were red. Okay, let's change the color to red, and I think it turned out much more beautiful. And my car really looks good, because it has many red details, and it looks very different. So I am ready to win this competition. But now, I am arriving here in the front, and I will have to leave my car here, and I want to see which car my friend is going to bring. And my friend is coming up front to access his secret garage, where he keeps the car he hides. But I am a little scared of the car my friend is going to bring, because there is a chance it will be a very beautiful car, and there is also a chance it will be the ugliest car of all. But he just arrived here, literally with the ugliest car of all. And there was no way to make this car worse. This car has 2 spoilers, and it has this tire that makes no sense, and a really cool engine, but the car is very ugly. And now he left his car here. And I think that among all of us who are going to compete here, the next one to be eliminated will be my friend. And even this player back here is laughing, because he cannot believe my friend did that. He said, you are going to lose, loser. And he is making fun of my friend, but what he did not realize is that he is locked up there. And even my friend started laughing at him. But now, this garage is opening, and the player is coming out. But guys, he made the same car as me, and even the same modifications, and everything on his car is identical to mine. And this is not fair, because if one of us gets eliminated, both should be eliminated, because our cars are the same. But now the judge is coming up here to decide which one of these is the worst car of all. But he is looking at the cars, and now the judge is coming up front, and he is looking at me. But actually he came in the direction of my friend, and apparently he lost this time. He said, you lost. I have never seen such an ugly car. And my friend just lost, and now he is arrested here. But now there will be the final competition, where I will play against my enemy in Brookhaven. He said, good luck, thanks. But he went back inside, and now this player is looking here. And he said, I know how to put lights under my car. Get ready to lose. And if he knows how to do that, that is bad. But now, he chose his car, and just grabbed this car. Apparently, you can pick the same car as before, because he had already used this car, and now he is using it again. But I am going to take this opportunity to delete my car, because here on the right, I am going to grab the GTR from before. Perfect, I just grabbed it, and I want to follow him because I want to see what modifications he is going to make to his car. But I am going to test now the new ways to put lights under the car in Brookhaven, because new ways have been released. And I am going to test the old way and also the new way. But my friend is arrested here, and I do not know if he will want to join in too. And apparently he is escaping from prison, and he made it. Now he came in here, and I will have to modify my car along with my friend. He said, follow him. Let's see what he does first. Okay, let's do that. But he is coming up front, and I am following him without him noticing, because he should not find out that I am following him. But now, he is coming up front running, and he flipped his car. And his car is flipped over here in front. But I already know what he is going to do. He just got out of the car, and now his next step is to place a ladder. And he really did that. And now he is going to put stars on his car. And he really did that. And now he is going to change the color of the stars and put them all over his car. So he just finished that. And really, his car turned out very beautiful, because if he flips his car back over, you can see that now there are lights underneath. But this is not the method I am going to use. I simply discovered a new way to put lights under the car, which is much better than the way he did it. But now, he is passing by here in front, thinking he is going to win. But what he does not know is that I have a secret. And I have a completely secret method to put even better lights under the car. But for that, I will have to come here in the front. And now I will have to flip my car exactly in this location. Because here, for those who do not know, there is a way to flip the car in a very different way. And I will have to go down here. And now I have to leave my car like this. But my car fell wrong, so I will have to do it again. And I am testing this again, and it did not work. But I will grab a ladder here on the right, exactly this one, and place it right here. And now finally my car is correct. And once your car is like this, it will be possible impossible to do the new method of putting lights under the car. And even my friend is seeing this. But here on the right, I will have to grab a specific item, which is this item here, because this item emits light, and this light will be very important. And I will place this plate right here, and I will change the color on the left to red, and I will do this several times. Perfect, I just did it on top, and now I will do it underneath. Perfect, I just finished this, and basically it is already ready. He said, do you not want to put more? Look, it is not necessary, but all this light is already enough to make the best way of putting lights under the car. And now, I am going to drive my car, but first, I will leave my car this color. And now if my car goes back to normal, you can see that it has this light, which is very beautiful, because the light is straight, and this is very interesting. And I am going to lower my car, because lowered it looks more beautiful. But I will have to make my car completely red, and the tire will have to be red, and also the spoiler. But now my car turned out like this, and it is the most beautiful car of all. He said, how does it look at night? Look, I am going to see that now. And now it became nighttime in the city, and this car of mine looks very beautiful because it has this light coming out from under the car. And this is very cool. But his car is right here, and apparently he is modifying his car. So I am going to leave here because I still have not finished my car. And now that he saw my car, he will definitely try to copy it. So here on the right, I am going to grab this item, and I will place it right here in the front. I will also grab this light on the right, and I will place it in front of the car because there is a chance that it will look nice. And it turned out like this, and I think maybe it looks. He said, leave the light on the car. It really looks good. But my friend has to go back to prison because if the judge notices that my friend left there, my friend will be expelled. So he will have to come back here now. And I do not know how he found out that he can leave and enter the prison. But I am testing this, and actually you can cross through it. And I think he did not know that. He said, what a weird cell. And actually, this is not even a cell because he is not trapped inside. And these are the eliminated cars. And really these cars deserve to be eliminated because they turned out very ugly. And I do not know which of these cars is the ugliest of all. But now, my car is very beautiful, and I have to make the color of my car match the color of the hood. So I am modifying the color up here, and now the car turned out like this. And it really looks much better than before, and the car looks very cool. But guys, I am going to hide my car, because I want to impress the player as soon as he gets here, to show that I have the best car of all. But my friend is jumping over there, and he has something to say, and I want to see what it is. He said, to have more chances of winning, make your avatar a race car driver too. Okay, I will do exactly that. So I am entering my secret base, so they will not know what I'm going to do. And it seems that the player also went back to his base, because the door just closed. But now, I will have to make my avatar, and I will search exactly for this word, and now several items appeared, and I will use exactly this one. Now I will search for this word, and I will use this shirt, and I will do the same with the pants. And my avatar turned out like this. It really looks like I'm a professional driver, and I am ready to win. But now it is nighttime, and the competition is ready to begin. So I am going to leave here first, because I am sure he is waiting for me to leave, and then he will leave too. And that is exactly what he did. But I am going to leave my car here, and one of my items disappeared. I do not know why, but one of the items just disappeared from here, so I am going to have to hide it because I do not want to lose the match. Here on the right, I am going to grab this grass, and I will leave it right here so they do not notice that an item disappeared. You really cannot tell that my car is broken. But now he is coming out of there, and his car is completely green. Guys, he left his car right here, but he is also showing the best side of his car, where the light is very beautiful, because on the other side of his car, the light is totally crooked. So guys, he also has secrets that he does not want the judge to find out. And I also have a little secret, because I placed this item here to cover it up. But the judge is coming out from there to see which of these cars is the best, and only one of us can win. But he is analyzing this car, and writing down everything possible to see if this car is really beautiful. And he just noticed that there is a mistake here. And this is a problem, because he is seeing everything about the car. And really, this is terrible, because if he looks at this side of my car, he will realize that my car came broken to the competition. So I will have to distract him. I said, hey, I made the racing avatar too. But he is looking here, and he said, you won, you are the winner. And guys, this is very good. My friend is very happy, and now this player was arrested. So I am going to take the opportunity to leave here and simply go get my friend. And now he came in here, so I am going to leave. And my friend said, wait, you won with the car broken. And that is exactly what happened. But now, I want to fix this car. So I am running back here, and I will have to do the same secret as before. Now I place the ladder here, and now it worked, and it is just grabbing this item on the right and placing it right here, and now finally my car is back to normal. So I am driving this, and it is simply perfect. But my friend is coming up front, and he is coming with the ugliest car of all. I do not know how he manages to make such ugly cars, but it is impressive. Every car my friend makes is ugly, and he even put this spoiler as if that would help. And apparently the race has started, but the player is coming up front with the same car as me. But I am sure that I am going to win this. And unfortunately, I just crashed here, but I fell back, and even so I ended up losing. And unfortunately I lost. But I do not know where my friend is. And I am arriving here to see. And apparently my friend is coming very slowly. So I am going to grab a bike on the right. And I will get here before him. But he almost beat me. Because I almost won. For those who don't know, I am in a city where everything here is completely realistic. Basically, everything here happens as if it were in real life. People have to work and much more. And now I am going to my job. But guys, now I am coming here because, for those who don't know, this is my car. My friend is recording a commercial where, basically, I will have to drive my car. And my car, for those who don't know, is one of the weirdest cars of all. But I got it for free just because I do these commercials. My friend just left here. He said, let's start the recordings. I will pay you later. Okay, this is going to be very good because I will earn even more money. And maybe I will get a customized car this time. He said, I can arrange with the company to deliver you a very good car this time. Yes, for sure, I will want that. But now I am coming back here just to start the recordings because this is going to be very important. Guys, now he started coming here to the front and is basically recording my car with this camera here. He is recording my car like this. I believe the recording is already good. Basically, he already stopped. Now he came back to my car and he said, let's pause the recordings. I will call you when we continue. Okay, guys, he is going to pause the recordings temporarily and now he is checking the recordings to see how it turned out. But guys, now I am coming back here because I want to do some shopping and I also have to refuel my car. So now I am coming up here and guys, I basically have to obey all the traffic signs because these traffic signs are very important because if I disobey them, the police officers will arrest me. After all, everything here is realistic. But guys, now I am coming up here basically to refuel my car, which in this case is exactly here. Perfect, I arrived exactly here and now the player who works here is coming to basically refuel my car. He is refueling my car here, which is really good, because now I will be able to do more recordings and consequently earn more money. But he is staring at me. He said, you have to pay the money. That's right. For those who don't know, I basically have to pay this player. After all, basically, he refueled my car. So now I grab this card and I will basically have to swipe it right here on this machine. Perfect. This worked. Now he received the money. He said, thank you, and drive carefully because the street is dangerous. I already know that, including the robberies that happen in the city are really real, which makes this much worse. So guys, I am coming back to my car and I will have to remove this thing here in the back. And now I am coming here to the market, but I will have to leave my car more or less here, right in this spot, because I will have to buy some food. But I don't know who was the person who put a sign right here, because it is getting in the way too much. Guys, even the player who works at the market saw it right here. He just realized what happened. He said, go to the other parking spot. Okay, I will do exactly that. I just arrived at this other spot because maybe it's better. After all, this one doesn't have a sign. But now I am arriving exactly here. I don't know why he put these things here, but now I am going inside. And guys, I basically want to do some shopping, so I am grabbing some Coca-Cola here. I will also get a lot of bananas. I am getting as much food as possible because I am really hungry. But guys, there is a really weird player coming here. He is holding a gun and just came inside. Apparently, this is a robbery. He said, this is a robbery. Give me all your money. Guys, this is really weird. But now the player got really scared and simply raised his hands. But guys, he didn't notice that I am here. So I will take the chance and call the police. Perfect. I grabbed my phone and now I am calling the police. Perfect. They are coming. But guys, I hope he doesn't notice that I am here, because if he sees that I am here, this will be my end. And now he simply took all the money. Guys, this is really weird. But he noticed that I am here behind. And guys, he is coming here to take my money too. So I raised my hands to avoid problems. He said, give me all your money now. Guys, but I don't have money. Actually, I only have this card here and it seems like he doesn't want that. He said, then give me your car. Look, my car is exactly that one. He just needs to take it because my car is already unlocked and the car keys are inside. I said, it's the red car. The keys are there. Seriously, that's exactly what happened. But guys, he just shot, but luckily he missed. Guys, that was really weird. Now, finally he left here, but he really tried to hit me. Now he got back there to take my car, but the police officer is arriving right here, and now he won't be able to leave because the police officer is right in this area. Guys, I am going to leave here to avoid problems, but I am just watching everything that is happening. This player has no way to leave here. He said, get out of the car with your hands up. But guys, the thief left here and is trying to hit the police officer. Literally, he is trying to hit him, and guys, he is hiding here and also trying to hit him. But the thief missed really badly. Literally, he missed everything. But guys, there is a very ugly fight going on here, where neither of them is winning. I am seriously thinking about helping the police officer, but I don't know how I am going to do that. But now I am coming back here and they are still fighting. Guys, he is even looking here. I said, get down, a bullet could hit you. Guys, he is crawling here really to avoid problems because this is really weird. But the thief just ran out of here. He got his car and now he just left here running with his car here in Roblox. And the police officer is simply coming after the player to arrest him. But he is very fast. I doubt the police officer will be able to catch him. But guys, now the player went back to work here as if nothing had happened. But guys, I have these groceries. I will basically have to pay here. But this is not working. Perfect. I paid the money and now I can finally leave here. And apparently he said, bye. Guys, now I will have to go back home because I have a lot of things to do. So I am going to get my Roblox car that the player tried to take for himself, but luckily he didn't manage to. But now I am basically going back because I probably have more recordings to do. My friend, he is coming back there too. Apparently, he just arrived at my house. But guys, I am right here. He said, let's continue the recordings. So, this is true. Now he grabbed this camera because he is going to record everything that is going to happen. He said, I will record the whole car. I will probably need to return it to the company. Unfortunately, unfortunately, he will have to return this car, but before that, he is going to record the whole car. You can see he is recording all of it. I don't really know what this is going to be used for, what he is going to do with these recordings. I really don't know. But now he finished that, and guys, unfortunately, he will have to take my car and basically leave here. He will have to return it to the company, and maybe in the future, I will basically receive a new car to test. But guys, in compensation, I basically have this van that the player left. But guys, that thief just came back here, and I simply have to run away because he is coming after me. Guys, he just got here, and he simply wants to get into my house. He said, open the door. I have to hide here. Unfortunately, I am not going to open the door. But guys, he just entered through the garage. I had forgotten that the garage was open, and now he simply entered my house. He said, you will be my hostage. Stay still there. Guys, he basically wants me to be the hostage so that he can finally escape. This is simply terrible because I don't want to help him. But now the police officer is coming right here. After so long, he finally arrived here, and now he just realized what is happening. But guys, I don't know how I am going to get out of this, but I just opened the door so he can save me. He said, I will only drop this gun when you, police officer, let me leave. I don't think the police officer is going to let him leave. Literally, I doubt that is going to happen. But guys, the police officer is looking at me, and he finally dropped this item so that I wouldn't get hurt here in Roblox. So much that he said, okay, you can leave. But guys, he is looking at the police officer, and now I am going to run away from here. He just realized that I left and doesn't know where I went. And now, the police officer finally arrested him. So much that he is looking back here, and finally he raised his hands. He said, you are under arrest for everything you did. Guys, this player is finally going to jail after so long. Now he will never bother us again. So much that he got inside. And guys, I just realized that his car was left back here, and maybe I can take this car for myself. After all, he is going to jail for a long time. He will probably stay a long time in prison. So maybe it would be very interesting for me to take his car. So, I am coming up here exactly to take his car for myself. After all, I really doubt the police officer will get mad because I took the thief's car. After all, he is arrested, but now a car is arriving here. Apparently, it's my friend who is coming here, and he is arriving with another car for me to test because this is my job. I basically test and record cars for the companies that hire me. He said, I need you to test this Lamborghini. Guys, apparently he wants me to test it, the maximum speed and much more, but I didn't understand what is so special about this Lamborghini. What is the difference it has compared to the other Lamborghinis that basically the company wants me to test this Lamborghini? He said, it's because it uses rocket fuel and was modified. So guys, apparently this Lamborghini is very fast, so I will take the chance to test it. So guys, I am getting inside. My friend, he is in his van because he is going to record all of this. And guys, I will have to accelerate as much as possible. And for those who don't know, I have a license to do this. Basically, I can speed up without getting fines or even getting arrested, but this must happen in very specific places. I am waiting for my friend to come up here because he is very slow. Now he arrived exactly here, and guys, he will basically have to block the street like this. And now he is going to start the recordings. I will have to speed up this entire street to test the maximum speed of this car, which I am sure will be very fast. So much that he got right here. He said, good luck. I hope everything works perfectly. I also hope everything works because this Lamborghini is very perfect. So guys, I am ready to start this. I am ready to test the maximum speed of this car, and I am sure it will work. That friend of mine is already ready to start recording. So now it's just about speeding up here in front. So I am coming here running, and guys, everything here really worked. But a car just arrived here, and guys, I just had an accident. You can see that my car is totally destroyed. It literally had an accident, and the car that crashed into me is also very destroyed. The car is completely destroyed, and the driver is also feeling very bad. But now this player is coming here to save us, and also basically call an ambulance. Guys, he is calling an ambulance to save us, because I really need help. I can't move here in Brookhaven. But now, finally, the ambulance is arriving after so long. Basically, he will have to save me here. So he is arriving here in the back, and now finally I am going to be saved. He just placed me right inside here, and now he arrived here to save the other player, who is also feeling very bad. But now he is coming here to really save him. So now both of us are right here, and he simply closed the door. But my friend, he is right here to ask a question. He said, are they going to be okay? Guys, I simply can't move. Even if I try to move, I can't. And my car, it is totally destroyed. All of this because of the player who came here and caused this entire accident. He said, it was you. You were speeding. Look, I have a license for that. But now he is coming back here to take us to the hospital. And guys, my Lamborghini was totally destroyed. Maybe I was going to get that car for myself for a while because it was part of the deal. And now I completely lost that car. But guys, now I am being taken here to start treatments. My friend is right here, and the doctor is holding this medicine. He said, take this medicine. Guys, my friend is going to have to take it, and apparently, I will too. Guys, he just handed me this. But now there are more players coming here. Most likely, they are doctors who just arrived because of the emergency that happened. Guys, both of them are right here. He said, this medicine will make you sleep. Then, we will take care of you so you can get better. Okay guys, I am going to take this medicine to simply get better. But now I am starting to get sleepy. But guys, I just woke up here, and apparently, I am being taken care of. But now, finally I can stand up. Before I couldn't move. But now, finally I can move. And it seems it was this doctor who took care of me. So much that he is looking here. He said, you will have to take this red medicine when you wake up, and the blue medicine when you go to sleep, and you will be fine. Guys, he is talking about these medicines. I will take the red one when I wake up, and the blue one when I go to sleep. I just understood what I have to do, but I am already feeling very good. He said, about the scar on your face, that is permanent. Guys, guys, it looks like I will have this forever. This is not very good. I really want to remove it, but I don't know how to remove it. He said, only through surgeries that cost $50,000. Okay, I am not going to want to do this surgery. For me, it's not really worth it. But guys, I am going to leave here because I am already feeling very good. The doctor is back here too, and it seems that my friend is also okay. The doctor said, how many hands am I holding up? My friend is looking here, and he said, 2. So guys, it looks like he is already fine. Now he handed me this paper, and apparently I can leave here. So guys, I am coming back here, and it looks like my friend was waiting for me this whole time here. He said, you look healthy. Yes, really, I am very well. But guys, the tow truck is coming up here in front, probably to get my car. But look, we have to go after him and tell him that the car is mine. But guys, I think it's better for my friend to drive this, since I just had an accident. The worst part is that it wasn't my fault. Now he is following that player who apparently came here to get this Lamborghini. Guys, this car is completely destroyed. I don't think I will be able to drive it anymore in Roblox. I probably lost it, and it's basically a total loss. This is really very sad, and my friend is taking advantage of this moment to record. After all, we have to make the most of it since we lost this car. And now, it looks like he finally managed to do it. He got my car. And guys, this is really very sad. He said, I will fix it today and deliver the car to you. Guys, I don't know how this is possible because this car was totally destroyed. There's no way he can fix it so fast. But he is looking here. He said, yes, it is possible. They are good at what they do, okay? This is very different, but now I think I can finally drive this car since I am good enough already. My friend came here too, and now I am coming back here. Guys, I am coming here. I am stopping right here because this player was crossing the street without looking both ways. He didn't look to see if there was a car passing here, but guys, he got hurt before. I really don't think he is very happy, and now he is coming after us. Guys, this is very weird, but I think it makes sense what he is doing, considering that his car is totally broken. He said, you destroyed my car. Look, I know someone who can fix his car. But guys, he is already coming here. That player is arriving here with my car, and you can see that my car is perfect. I really don't know how he did it, but my car turned out perfect. This player arrived here too. I said, he can fix your car too. Seriously, this can happen. But guys, now he got happy. He said, okay, I want him to fix my car. Guys, it looks like he will also have to fix his car, and apparently, he agreed. But first, I am going to move my car out of here, and now both of them are coming back here to try to fix my friend's car. In this case, they are arriving here in the front, and he will have to get this Roblox car, which is totally destroyed. I am sure everything will work out. For those of you who don't know, I'm at my house, but there's a big problem because the police want to demolish my house since in the neighborhood where I live, everyone sold their houses to the government because a prison was built here, but I was the only person who didn't sell, and because of that, they want to demolish my house, and they're forcing me to leave. Everyone lives in this Brookhaven neighborhood, but guys, I'm not leaving anytime soon. I'm even coming here to negotiate with him. I said, please, don't demolish my house. Seriously, I don't want this to happen, but guys, he's staring at me. He said, there's nothing I can do now. Please get out. Guys, this is really weird. I'm basically being forced to leave just because I didn't want to sell this house before, and if my house gets completely demolished, I won't even get any money because of it. But guys, I'm going to grab my car. I'll let him destroy it, but basically I'm going to get revenge for everything he's doing. Guys, he went inside, and now he's going to start demolishing my house. Guys, this is awful. I don't want to see this happening, so I'm going to take the chance and get out of here. But guys, I'm going to break into this maximum security prison and prove to them that this place isn't even secure. But it's really hard to get in here, especially because there are lots of guards. There are several police officers watching over this place, which makes it totally impossible to invade here in the city. But guys, something kind of weird is going on here. You can see that there are several police officers basically watching these prisoners, and now apparently they're going to have to go inside. He said, get on the bus. You'll be transferred to the maximum security prison. Guys, this is really bad. He went inside, and now this player is coming here too. All of them are going to be taken to this maximum security prison. But guys, I'm going to try to go in there just to break into this maximum security prison and prove to them that it's not safe. But first I have to wait for them to get distracted here in the city. Guys, he just arrived right here. He said, and where are the necessary documents for their transfer? Guys, I don't know what he's talking about, but the players are coming in here probably to check where the players' documents are. He's even looking through all the papers, so I'm going to take this chance and sneak onto the bus without those players noticing. So guys, I'm coming here, and now I'm exactly here. Guys, I can't really see properly, especially because I'm really well hidden. They're definitely not going to notice this. But guys, it looks like the two of them are talking right there. That player picked up a paper, which means he just got the players' documents. And now both of them came back here. They're exactly here, and now they're going to take two players up there to get locked up. But what he doesn't know is that I'm in here. But guys, my house was completely demolished. That's really sad. But now I'm getting into this prison without them noticing I'm here. Guys, this is genius. They really didn't notice I'm here. But now the players are being taken out of here to basically be imprisoned. My friend is right here, and apparently he's going to have to go into this cell. Look, this is really sad. Now he's going to be locked up here forever, because only people who are going to be in prison forever come to this prison, like this player here, who I have no idea what he did, but his cell has a lot of plants. There's also this other player who's really weird, but now there's one more player coming here, and apparently he's going to stay in this cell. So guys, he just came in here, and now he's going to stay here for a long time, but I'm coming inside, and guys, I'm going to have to go into a very specific place to disguise myself in here, so they don't notice I'm here. I'm going through this spot, but I don't know if it's clear enough for me to get through here, but this guard just came back here, and now he sat in the chair. And guys, this is really bad. I'm not going to be able to get out from where I am, so I'm going to have to improvise. I have to figure out a way to distract this police officer, but I don't know how I'm going to do that. But guys, now I'm coming to the car, and I'm messing around here to see if I can find something. Okay, I just found this box, which might be pretty interesting, so I'm coming here to see what else is in this box. Guys, it looks like there are a lot of clothes in here, and it's basically a police outfit. So now I'm disguised as a police officer. I just grabbed this gun, and now I'm really ready to go. So guys, I'm arriving right at this part. I said, "Hi, I'm the new police officer here." I really hope he believes this, because if he believes it, that means I'll actually be able to disguise myself in here. But guys, I want to see if he agrees. He said, "Okay, and what do you want me to say? Just do your job." Guys, he's really weird, but I'm going to do my job, especially because I just arrived at the prison. And now I'm the newest guard here. But guys, this player just showed up here. He said, "Hey, watch over this place for me. I'll be right back." Apparently, he's going to leave. But guys, I'll take good care of this place so nothing bad happens here. And guys, this prison has video games. I really don't know how that's even possible, how these prisoners have that, and I don't know if they should even have it. But guys, there's one person calling me over there. Apparently, he wants to talk to me. So guys, I'm coming over to see what he wants to say. I'll stay behind this yellow line just to avoid problems. He said, "They arrested me just because I did street racing." Look, this is really weird, but he probably only got arrested for a few months, because I really doubt he was arrested for a long time. He said, "I was in prison forever." That makes no sense. Guys, if this is true, this is really bad. I have to help my friend get out of here, otherwise he's never getting out of this prison, especially because it's a maximum security prison, and it's really hard to get out of here. But I already have an idea. I'm going to get a key and basically let him grab it at night, so he can open his cell and finally escape from this maximum security prison, and the gate is even open. I don't know how they forgot the gate open, but that player just came back here, and now he closed the gate. But guys, now he's coming back, so I have to go back here and pretend I'm doing my job, especially because he can't suspect that I was talking to the player. Guys, he came back right here, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this prison. I'm really 100% lost. So guys, I'm coming here to check what the players are doing. This player is locked up here. This other player is also locked up, but I don't know why he has special treatment in the prison, and there are so many trees in his cell. It's like his lawyer asked for that for some reason. But guys, that player is jumping over there. He has something to say. He said he got that because he kept asking for 24 hours straight to have trees put in his cell. Okay, this is pretty interesting. He begged so much for those trees that he actually got them. He said he escaped from prison and brought trees here to his room. Guys, this is really weird. This player escaped prison just to get some trees. He said, "Get out of here. You're jealous of my trees." Look, I'm definitely not. But guys, I'm leaving anyway, especially because I need to figure out what I'm supposed to do in this prison, because I'm sure I can't just walk around randomly. Otherwise, these players are going to suspect I'm basically a fake cop. But guys, this player is coming right here. He said, "Hey you, where are your police documents? Look, here we have a problem, because basically I don't have those." But guys, they're all looking here to see what's going to happen to me. I said, "They're in my Lamborghini outside." Seriously, I'm lying about this. But guys, that player went out to see if it's true. But now that he just left, he realized there's no Lamborghini, which means he knew I was lying. And guys, this is definitely going to be the end for me, especially because I basically don't have it. He said he doesn't have a Lamborghini and he's not a cop. Guys, this is terrible. I'm being arrested here for no reason. He said there is a reason. Now get in the cell. Apparently he wants me to go in this cell. Guys, this is really bad. So I got in here. This is really going to be the end for me. Guys, he's looking here. He said you were smart, but not smart enough to escape from us. Guys, but I'm going to find a way to get out of here just to prove to him that I'm really good at this, and that I can escape from prison even while locked up, especially because other people have done it before. Guys, now he's watching this place, and meanwhile that other player from before is right here, basically watching me to make sure I don't escape. Guys, this is terrible, but that player has already escaped before, so nothing is stopping me from escaping too. Literally nothing. But guys, he just opened the cell. He said, "Break time, enjoy it now." Looks like I'm finally going to be able to get out of here. He's letting more people leave. This player came right here, probably to say something. Meanwhile, that police officer is opening all the cells. He just opened the cell, and guys, I'm sure my friend is really sad that I got arrested, especially because now he won't be able to escape from prison anymore. He said, "I have a weapon. Do you want it?" Guys, I don't know how he has a weapon. This is really impressive, but I'm looking at his cell, and guys, he really does have a weapon right here, but I don't know what he wants in return, because this definitely isn't free. My friend is getting some food over there, and now he came right here. He said, "I just need you to escape from prison. I just want to see chaos happen." Guys, apparently he wants me to escape from prison just for entertainment, but that other player is coming out of there, but this time he's coming back here, to this gym, which is the weirdest gym ever, especially because there's no sunlight. Basically everything here is lit by streetlights, and now I realized we don't have access to sunlight. We can't see what time it is or anything else. This is really weird. But guys, this other player is being released, and now he just got here too. He said, "I'm a lawyer. It doesn't make sense for me to get arrested just because I robbed the bank." And I just realized that the people who are in prison really do deserve to be here, because this player robbed a bank, and this other player, for some reason, has a bunch of weapons hidden here in prison. But me and my friend don't deserve to be in prison. Our arrest was basically unfair. But guys, apparently he's he's calling me to come to his room. And guys, I'm going to grab this weapon up here. Perfect, I just grabbed it. Now I finally have a weapon. He said, if you don't escape today, I'm going to call the police and tell them you have a weapon. Guys, this is terrible. He's really willing to risk them finding out he has hidden weapons in his room just to report me. But guys, my friend is coming back here. And apparently he wants me to follow him. So guys, I'm coming over too. But guys, I don't know what he's looking at. But apparently there's this item right here. And I just picked it up. Guys, this is going to be really important. This item here is going to help us escape from prison. He said, let's escape now while it's still break time. Look, actually I want to escape when it's nighttime. Because then the police won't notice we escaped. I'll be able to open the cells and basically escape the prison. But guys, this player is coming right here. He said, break time is over. Go back to your cells. Guys, unfortunately we're going to have to go back. He went into his cell. And now I'm coming into mine. Especially because we have to obey the police. Guys, everyone really does obey the police. Now he's coming here to close this cell, which has that player in it, who is the weirdest player of all. And now he finally closed my cell. He said, good night, you're staying there forever. Look, but actually I'm not staying here. I'm literally going to escape as soon as I get the chance. Now he's going back there, probably leaving to go sleep. Now there's another police officer leaving. Guys, it's really weird that they literally go sleep and just leave one officer watching everything. And now he's going back there, probably because he's going to go upstairs right here to this floor. And now he's going to watch everything that's going on. But guys, I'm just going to wait for the moment he gets distracted, then I'm going to escape from prison. Now apparently he's reading books. Guys, this is really good. But now he turned off the lights. Guys, this is really weird. He just turned off the lights like that's actually going to help. But the players are going to sleep. They're all coming here to sleep because there's nothing else they can really do. But that player is staying awake to watch us escape from prison. But guys, I'm going to start opening this cell. So I'm messing around right here. And now it finally worked. I just opened this cell. And now I'm getting out of here. Look, I don't know if he wants to escape. But guys, I'm going to open his door so he can basically get out. But apparently he doesn't want to escape. He said, I'm just watching. Okay, I got it. So I'm going to open this other cell so my friend can finally get out of here. Perfect, it worked. And now we just have to go and escape from here. Look, I have this weapon, which is really important. He said, follow me. I know how to escape. So guys, now he's going back there. So I'm following him. But he went into this room, and I don't know what else is in this room. But now he's going inside a really hidden place. And guys, I'm going in too. Guys, but this player is right here. He said, guards, 2 prisoners escaped. Guys, he's shouting that, and now this player stopped reading and turned on the light to see if it's true. But he's looking around, and there are 2 open cells, so really 2 prisoners escaped. But he just activated the smoke, and now he's calling for backup. So now we have to get out of here fast. So I'm coming to the front, and guys, my friend is right here. He said, now we need to run. Look, that's true. I'm going down here, and now I have to get out of here running, especially because I have to escape before the police come back. So guys, now I'm coming to the front, and I'm finally going to escape from here. Perfect, I'm getting to the end of the tunnel, and now I finally got out of here. That was actually pretty easy. But guys, it looks like my friend came right here, but it's a good idea for him to turn off that flashlight to avoid problems, especially because now there are police officers coming here to see what's going on in the prison. They got right here, and now I'm finally escaping. But guys, my house was completely demolished. Literally, my house disappeared, all because of the police. But guys, now I'm coming up front, but he turned on that flashlight. Look, he needs to turn that off. It's really important. He said, and where's the getaway car? Look, my car is down here. I had forgotten I left it here. I literally abandoned it by accident. But that turned out to be a good thing, because now we're finally managing to escape from here. But guys, now there's a problem. The police officer is coming right here, and now I have to run. I really have to get out before I get in trouble. But actually, I already have a problem, because he already noticed I'm here. He knew that basically both of us are here. So guys, I'm going to have to run. So now I'm going back here, and I'll have to hide in a house. But guys, there are no houses where I can hide. But I had a genius idea. I'm arriving right here, and now I'm going to leave my car in this spot, because it's unlikely they'll check this house. But guys, now apparently they're coming back here. They really want to find out where we're hiding. But actually, we're right here. He said, use a disguise so they don't recognize you. But first I want to see the disguise he's going to use. But guys, he looks like that now, and you can still tell it's him. But guys, now I'm going to use the normal one, but you can still tell it's me, and maybe that's going to be a problem. For those who don't know, I'm in Brookhaven, and here we have a lot of cars. But in Brookhaven, there aren't many cars with textures. So today I'm going to test several ways to add textures to the cars. Ways to modify the Roblox car, and also ways to add textures. So for that, I'm coming here to my house. But for those who don't know, I live in a really weird neighborhood, because in this neighborhood, I can only move up to a better house if I have a really good car. And my friend has a really weird car, and it's the worst car of all. And because of that, he's in this house. But this car is actually interesting, and it's in this house. So I want to improve my car to finally move up to a better house. But it looks like my friend is here, and he waved. But guys, he's going to have to help me modify my car, because this is going to be really important. And he said, let's go. But your car is really ugly. Look, I know that, but I want to test ways to add textures, and I'm sure it's going to look really cool. But my friend is staring at this, and he said, it's impossible to add textures. Look, it's actually possible. But guys, this car is really weird, because it's a normal car, but there's a video game on top, and apparently the player is playing. So I'm coming back here to the back, because I want to understand what's going on there. And my friend got here too. too. And I'm going to hit his car, so he explains to me what's going on. And he actually left. But now he's aiming that item. And that's bad, because this player seems really crazy. He said, get out of here, or it'll be your end. But I have to get out of here fast. And I really have to get out of here. And he's getting closer, and he's still holding that item. He said, I want you to leave the game. Look, unfortunately, I can't do that. Now he got even closer, and he's aiming that item again, and trying to hit me. But I just remembered that I'm immortal, and it's impossible to eliminate me in Brookhaven. So even if he holds that item and tries to hit me, he won't be able to. And actually, I'm going to crash into his car. Perfect! I flipped my car, but he's right behind me. And he said, now it's your end. So I want to test ways to add textures to cars. But first I have to make this player stop chasing me. So up here, I'm going to set the max speed, and I'm going to teach him a lesson so he stops following me. And now I'm getting up front, and I'm just going to fly away. But that didn't scare him. He said, I'm not afraid of anything. And I don't know how he's not afraid of anything. But anyway, I just flipped my car, and now he's aiming that item, and I think this might be my end. But there's a player coming down here, and I don't know what he's doing. But he's seeing what's going on. And now he banned that player. And literally the Joker just got banned. And now he disappeared from here. And I was saved by the blue player. He said, you better make the best car of all. So I'm really going to do that. And guys, now I'm going to test ways to add textures to my car. Because the cars look really ugly like this. But there are 3 ways to do it. This player even got closer. And I don't know what he's doing. He said, why are there 3 different ways to do it? Look, it's because some ways are better. So I'm going to start with a simpler way to add textures. And then I'm going to test ways that will change the texture on my car. But now, he went back to his house, and he really saved me. And this player is a good guy, but the bad player is looking at me, and I want to see his reaction as soon as I get textures on my car. He said, hurry up, I want to test the way to get textures. Okay, so I'm going to test it now. But now I'm going down here, because I'm going to have to flip my car, and I'm going to leave it just like this. And it actually worked, but my friend left, and he said, wait, wouldn't it be better to pick a nicer car? Look, what he said is true. So on the right, I'm going to pick a nicer car, but I want a car with a giant roof that's long, and that also looks cool if I add textures. And I chose this van. But my friend came here, and he said, but this van is ugly. Look, I know it's a little ugly, but the result is going to be pretty interesting. And now I need to get up here in front to do some very specific things. So I'm getting to this ramp, and this way I'll be able to flip my car. Perfect, I'm sure I did it, but my car isn't flipping, and it's impossible to flip this van. So I'm coming back here again, and now it flipped, but not the way I wanted. So I'll have to go back to normal again. Perfect, I did it. So I'm going to grab this item on the right, and now I'll grab this other item and place it right here. And it's actually turning out pretty cool. It's really a very different texture. But my friend is looking here, and he said, this is really ugly. Look, I know it's still ugly, but today, I'm going to test several ways to add textures to cars, and I'm going to try the easiest ways and also the hardest ones. And this is the easiest way of all. So I'm choosing another item on the right to see if it looks better. But guys, this van is looking really ugly, and I have to figure out a way to improve this, so it looks really nice. And now it's getting pretty interesting, and it's starting to look really cool. And now I have to go back to the van and place another one of these items, but on the other side. So now I'm arriving here, and I'm going to try to flip my Roblox car. Perfect! I placed this texture here, and now I'm going to drive my car. And my car turned out really interesting. It has this texture here, but this is the easiest way to get it, because there are other ways that are way better. He said, make the van yellow, maybe it'll look better. So up here, I'm going to change the color of the van to yellow, and I'm going to make it match the sign. And this is actually pretty interesting, and it really looks like my car has textures in Roblox. But the texture is really ugly. And now, I want to see the player's reaction, to see what he thinks about this. So I just got here, and he showed up to see what's going on. But now he's laughing at my car. And that's bad, because he's laughing at my car. And he said, this is the ugliest car I've ever seen. And that was supposed to be a texture? Yes, it really was supposed to be a texture. And he's laughing at my car. But guys, I'm going to test the other ways to get textures on cars. So I'm coming up here to the front. And my friend said, this is the ugliest car of all. But I disagree with what he said, because he has a car that's way worse than mine. And for some reason he put a lot of lights on his car, thinking it would look nice, but that made his car the ugliest of all, and honestly that's impressive, because he managed to make a really ugly car. But now, I'm going to pick a very specific car on the right, which is this blue car. And this car, for those who don't know, basically already has textures. And now my friend is coming here to see it. He said, wow, it's actually pretty. But guys, this is the second way to get textures, and it's definitely the easiest way of all. But the third way to get textures on cars is really good, and I'm going to test it in a bit. But now I'm coming here to see the player's reaction, and I want to know what he thinks of my car. So I just got to this part, and he's looking at my car. He even said, now you got textures, but it's still ugly. And guys, that doesn't make any sense, because his car is the ugliest of all, since it has a video game on top. And that really doesn't make sense. But he got closer, and he said, don't talk bad about my car. Okay, I won't talk bad about your car. But he's aiming that item, and he got really mad, and he wants me to never say that again. So I'm going to stay quiet and leave here, because I'm going to test a way to improve this car. He said, when are you going to test the other way to get textures? Look, in a bit. fit. But first I have to flip this car, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that. And I have to leave this car flipped on its side, but it's impossible to do that. So I'm trying it again, and I didn't make it. Perfect. Now I did it, and it finally worked, but my car is almost falling. And for some reason my car is shaking, and that's not good. And now that my friend left, my car just stopped shaking. But here on the right, I'm going to grab this item and place it all over my car. Perfect. It looks like this now. And now I'm going to drive my car. And now my car has this light underneath it, which is a pretty interesting light. But I want to see the player's reaction as soon as he sees this. So I'm arriving here, but I flipped my car, and I don't know if that was a good thing. But he's coming over to see it, and I want to hear what he's going to say. He said, "This car is so ugly that I'm going to leave the game." And what he said is really weird, and he actually left the game just because my car is ugly. And my friend said, "The good part is that you got a new house." And that's true. I just got a new plot of land just for me. But for some reason this gate is opening. So I'm coming here to see what's inside. And apparently there's a pretty interesting car in here, and it's basically a taxi. But this taxi has a spoiler, and for some reason it has a really powerful engine. But guys, the player just came out from back there, and apparently he was hiding this whole time. He said, "Your car is horrible. I was going to ban you, but it's better if I don't even ban you." And that's weird. But now he just closed the gate, and everyone on the server thinks my car is ugly. But my car isn't that ugly. Actually, it's even kind of nice. But the other player is looking at it, and he has a pretty cool car, and his car is a really nice car. But he grabbed this item, and apparently he's going to give a score to my car. And he's writing the score, and it was a 0. And now everyone thinks my car is the ugliest car of all. But now I'm going to test several ways to add textures to cars. And this way is really the best one of all, because I'm going to be able to modify all the cars in Brookhaven, since we have all the cars in the game here. Literally all the cars. So I'm going to test a way to add textures to all of them. But for that, I'm going to have to use Roblox Studio, and I'm going to choose one of these cars to do it, because there are a lot of interesting cars here. But the first car I want to do this with is exactly this one, because for those who don't know, in Brookhaven, if I get this house on the right and then press this button, this car has a secret version, and it has a texture that the original car doesn't have. And there's actually another car in Brookhaven that has textures, but unfortunately it only shows up in this house. So I want to make that official. But for that, I'm going to select this car, and I'm also going to select this other car. And now I brought them here to make the modifications. Perfect! I just did it, and it really worked. This car turned out really interesting, and you can see that it looks really nice. And it has this texture here. But my friend is looking at me, and he said, "But there are bugs on the car." Look, what he said is true. There are several bugs on the car, because this car is like that, and it's really well made. And the texture even goes on the spoiler, and also on the front of the car. And on this other car, some bugs happen, but I'm going to try to fix them. Perfect! I'm modifying the car, and I just added the texture to the spoiler. I placed it right here, but apparently like this, it turned out really ugly. So I removed it and left it only on the front. But that also looked bad. So I removed it from the front too, because this car doesn't have texture in the front. And now I'm going to do this with more cars. So I'll have to choose other cars to do it. And I'm going to pick this Lamborghini and also this Ferrari. And this turned out really good. There are actually several textures here. And the Lamborghini turned out like this, while the Ferrari turned out like that. And it actually looks pretty interesting, but there are a lot of bugs. And this car ended up like this. And this is the original car. But this car has some parts that can be removed. So I'm going to remove this texture, and this car looks horrible. So I put the texture back, and I tried to remove the spoiler, but it's impossible. And on this other car, I can remove the spoiler, and you can see that it looks really different. And my friend said, "Add another texture." And apparently he wants me to put a different texture, because that texture on the car is a really old one. So I'm going to test that. But first, I'm going to remove these textures from here. And now I picked this car, because I'm going to copy the texture from it and place it on these two cars. So I placed it here, but it looked really ugly. And after a long time, I finally managed to do it, but it really took me forever. He said, "It looks good." Look, I don't know if it looks that good, but it's better than before. And I did it on just one car, and you can see that it turned out really interesting. It has a galaxy texture, and everything looks perfect. But I want to add this to this other car, and also this other car, because I want to see how they look. But my friend is staring at me, and once again he has something to say. He said, "Leave the car on the streets. It's easier to see how they look." Okay, I get what he meant. He wants me to place the cars here, just in the city, because everything here is in the middle of nowhere. So I'm going to copy all these cars and take them into the city. And I'm going to delete this car. And I'll leave this car right here. And this other car I'll place in this area. But now, I'm going to do the same modifications with the Lamborghini. And it turned out like this. It actually looks pretty interesting. But the best part is that I can do this with Brookhaven buildings. And I can just select a house and turn it into a galaxy house. So I'm going to do that with this house. Perfect. It turned out like this. But the result wasn't very interesting. And actually, it turned out really ugly. Nothing here looked good. So I'm going to choose this other house to see if it looks better. here. Perfect. It turned out like this. But this looks horrible. Some things turned out really cool. This window looks really nice. And this carpet looks really cool. But some parts of the building didn't look good. So, textures only look good if I use them on a car. But he's looking here. And he said, don't add textures to houses anymore. And I realized that. And I shouldn't do it. But now, I want to test other textures on cars. Because I've only tested a few. So I just grabbed this car, which is really interesting. And I put this texture on my car. But it looked really bad. So I removed it. And now I left my car like this. And it actually turned out really cool and really nice. And if Brookhaven had textures like this, it would definitely be awesome. And you can see it looks really nice. And the best part is that everything is normal. The car doesn't look bugged. And it looks well made. And he even fell to the ground from how impressed he was. Now I'm trying to drive it, but it's impossible. And this Lamborghini turned out like this. And this other car turned out like that. But I want to make an even better texture for my Roblox cars. And now I have to choose a car to do that. But the only problem is that there are too many cars. And I don't know which one to pick. But I'm going to choose this car because it's really interesting. So I'm going to leave it right here, and I'll have to make some modifications to it. And now it's turned into a normal car, but I left it just like this. And you can see that half of it is blue, and it actually looks really beautiful, and it should be added to Brookhaven. And these textures should also be in the game. He said, but you just have to ask the admin to add it. Yes, it really is just doing that, but it's very hard to do, and it's hard to get in touch with them. But now, I just grabbed this other car, because I want to see how it looks if I add textures. So I removed the spoiler, and without the spoiler it looks like this. And with the spoiler, it looks like this. And the spoiler is actually really important. And now it turned out like this. And it looks really good. You can see that it looks like this. And the Ferrari ended up looking like this, with a galaxy texture. This car looks like this. And these three cars turned out like this. And this one is the best of all, because it looks really beautiful. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the Become a Member button, and I'll add you on Roblox.